anti-migrantes on the steps of the old Capitol. And you can see the scene on this building where we are a welcoming Florida. And we are here to say that together we are better and that we are a welcoming Florida. We're not a show me your papers Florida. No somos un estado de enseñar los papeles. Somos un estado del sol. Briefly, these anti-immigrant bills hurt us all. Estas leyes antimigrantes nos hacen daños a todos. They hurt our economy. Dañan nuestra economía, they hurt our security, they undermine our safety, and they hurt the fabric, the social fabric of this state. Lastima nuestra economía, nuestra comunidad y el sentir de la Florida. Today, we have called on people. Are you with us? If you're not, you're against us. O están con nosotros o están sin nosotros, en contra. And for that we have some of our elected officials, leaders. I'd like to first introduce Senator Athenia Joyner, who is here to say we don't want to step back, we want progress for Florida. Senator Joyner.
I'm with you, and that's why I am here. This is the Sunshine State. And we are not going to allow the legislature to pull the shades down. We want the world to see us. This is Florida. This is where freedom reigns supreme.
Freedom!
We are not going to have a black eye on this state. We are not Arizona. We are Florida. This is the home of the free. The land of the brave, and that's the way we intend to keep it. This is a problem that they have, but we have the solution. Leave it like it is. Florida works well. You know, if I can pick your strawberries and pick your oranges and your lettuce, all of your vegetables, and you can eat it on your tables, then why is it that I'm not good enough to be included as a real citizen in the population of this great state? It's unacceptable. We know what's behind all of this, and we're in for a real fight, so just get ready, because word is that the bill that came out is not acceptable to some folks a little higher than us. They don't want just driver's license. I guess they want all the other things, but we're going to fight it. And you've got to be here every step of the way. Let's wake up, Florida. Let's ring the capital with people from one end to the other. Circle this capital and let the world know that there are people in Florida who want Florida to remain the land of the free and the home of the brave, where the sun shines on all of us. So get ready, because I've been fighting all my life, and this is a continuation, and we are going to continue to fight. Are you ready to fight? Are you ready to fight? All right, let's fight.
Thank you, Senator Joyner, que dice que estamos unidos. Somos Florida, somos Florida, somos Florida, somos Florida. La senadora Joyner dice que hipocresía de que quieren que vayamos a pescar en los campos, quieren el sudor de nuestra fuerza, pero no quieren nuestra humanidad. We want to thank Senator Oscar Brayman and Senator Joyner, first Senator Joyner and now Senator Oscar Brayman for his words.
All right. Are we fired up? Because we got a fight in front of us. We fired up? All right. You know what? I've been in the Senate for less than 2 weeks, but this has been the most exciting and the most gratifying fight of my life. Let me say that. Let me just start off by saying that. You know, we are in Florida, so when someone talks about doing Arizona-style legislation, I'm confused because I serve in the Florida legislature. This is a federal issue. This is not something that we need to be taking time doing. People are out of jobs. People are homeless. People are losing their homes. And we're sitting up here fighting about a federal issue. You know what? They've been talking about health care and about what they believe should happen with health care. Well, let's allow the federal government to do their job, and let's do our job, and let's get Floridians back to work, and let's not put impediments in the way of people who want to work. Like us, we want to work. We're working, we have jobs, so this bill will only do something to stop those people from working. You know, in Florida, we pay taxes just like everyone else. We buy stuff, we own property, so therefore we pay taxes. We're taxpayers, and we have the same rights as everyone else. And that's why I can't support this bill, and I ask all of my colleagues to join me in fighting against this terrible bill. Thank you, and I'm ready to fight. Are you ready to fight?
Thank you so much. Some of our electeds came out early on and they were very clear, and one of them was Representative Luis Garcia. Un aplauso.
Well, let me tell you, I'm so proud to be here because you know what? 51 years ago, I was where these people are. You know, I came from Cuba, escaping from communism. I was a parolee. I came as a tourist, and then I was a parolee for 7 years. So I had no status at all. We were lucky enough that we had a president like Lyndon Johnson that approved the Cuban Adjustment Act, and then we became citizens. But we can never forget where we come from. Because, you know, when we first came from Cuba, we were picking, the tomatoes that are being picked by some of them right now. We were picking them up before, you know, and we were given a chance. And what these people are asking is just a chance. They're not coming here to be a burden, you know. They're here to do the work that most people don't want to do. You know, who's going to pick up vegetables? Who's going to work in our hotels? For that matter, you know, once they get established, they get an education and they get better jobs, but they're contributing, you know, and that's what we're looking. We're looking at a bill that is, in my opinion, is being pushed by political reasons. I think the main endorsers of this bill, they all have higher aspirations to be here. They're running for something, and that is wrong. You know, since the session started, I've been carrying my passport around my neck. You know, and I'm gonna tell you why. You know, I'm a Cuban American. And I want to stress the fact that I'm a Cuban American. I am not an American by chance. I am an American by choice. I choose to be here. You know what? With my name and with my accent, if a law enforcement officer is given the opportunity to stop me for any reason and not for my papers, why can't I show them? I don't have a green card. I'm not a resident. I'm a citizen. I got a big diploma like that I keep in my safe deposit box. So with that, they can put me in jail and wait for me to produce ID. So what? It could come to this. It could come to me having to wear this. But not only me. How about every Puerto Rican that is in the state of Florida right now? They are as American citizens as any of you all. Okay? Are they second-class citizens? I don't think so, folks. This law is done for discrimination purposes.
Right.
My friend, Senator Brennan, dear friend, you know, had it right. This is a federal issue. You know, the state of Florida doesn't have any right in pushing for immigration reform. Do we need immigration reform? Absolutely. Absolutely, and this is something that we need to push in Washington. Right. You know, not in here. The only thing that it can do here is hurt people. As far as businesses, yesterday I was visited by a group of cattlemen. You know, you talk about people, country people. You talk about people that feed us. You talk about people that are American. And you know what? And they are third, fourth, sixth generations American, and they were against this law. You know why? Because what this law would do, it would create penalties for the employers. It would create unnecessary expenses. It would increase the cost of your food, your vegetables, your hotels, you know. And on top of that, it got penalties that if they don't do it that way, they can go to jail. You know, that's un-American, folks. You know, the only real Americans that I see around are on the second floor of the Capitol right now, and that's the Native Americans. You know, I mean, anybody that came from Europe, anybody that came from any place else, is an undocumented immigrant, not an illegal immigrant, an undocumented immigrant. So you know what? We need to stick together. Si me permite, voy a decir dos palabritas en español. Okay. Mi nombre es Luis García, yo soy representante estatal.